Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Kira Auranabil and I'm from 8.5. Now, I will speaking edgy about the filter bubble part 1. Good morning everybody. Good morning. Hello. Now, have you ever noticed that when you log on to the internet, you nearly always see adverts for things that you are interested in? Yes? Okay, so let's say you were looking for a new pair of trainers last week. Well, suddenly you all see adverts for trainers all over the place. Well, believe it or not, this is not random. The internet browsers, websites, and apps that we use know a lot about us because they monitor how we use their site or app. This way, they can work out what we like and don't like. Clever. So you have probably heard of cookies. Am I right? Yes. Okay. When you visit some sites for the first time, a cookie is a download onto your computer that keeps a track on how you travel around the site and exactly what you do. So the next time you use the site again, your computer will check the cookies and adapt depending on the information it served from your last visit. With me? Okay, so without even thinking about it, we give out a lot of information that can then be used to personalize our online experiments. Now, I saw a great presentation last week by the internet activist Ali Fraser, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. He wrote a book a few years ago called The Filter Bubble, and I think it's something that we should all know about. Here's the book. We actually have it in the school library if you want to borrow it. In this style, I'm just going to give you a little tester. Now, he likes the filter bubble to an ecosystem and he claims it is something that we should all be worried about. Now, after reading his book and watching his talk, I've got to say I agree with him. I think it's something you should all know about too. So, let me try to explain using a simple example. Imagine I support a political party. So, to keep this really simple, let's call in the yellow party. Okay, so let's say I have a lot of friends who also support the yellow, but some of my friends support the red. Now, on my favorite social media site, I want to see the now a few months I want to see the post from all my friends, but I tend to click more on the links that are posted by my friends who support the yellows. Like me, obviously, even so, I do still want to see what the rest are posting about with me. Okay, yellow like me, obviously, even so, I do still want to see the reds are posting about with me. Okay. Now, a few months ago, just before the big election, I noticed some quite were happening on my newsfeed. I noticed that my friend who supported the Red Party had almost completely disappeared from the site, and I was only being some posts from my yellow friend. Where now I wonder if all my red friend had left the social media space and moved somewhere else, but when I clicked on their profiles to hidden from me, and it's only now I understand why. I know it because I hardly ever click on their posts and I didn't interact so much with them. So, the social media site itself and had decided from me that I was not interested in their posts. So, they decide not to show them to me. Now, this is an example of what Ellie Paris means by the filter bubble. It's when the website and apps choose that what information we can and cannot see. Does that make sense? So that's all for me for my speaking. I'm sorry if I not clearly to reading. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.